I think if you look at a lot of very successful people, do they seem happy? Do they seem content? Or do they seem terrified of losing their spot, right? So I think this is the kind of thing where it's like we'll fall into this ego. We're trying to be something. And then oftentimes the nature of the ego is that it'll move the goalposts on you, right? So I see this all the time in the people that I work with in finance. When you get promoted, you need to get promoted again. And then you need to get promoted again. You're
harder each time.
Absolutely. That's really challenging. And so from a spiritual perspective, what we really want to do is eliminate the ego or reduce the ego, make the ego at a minimum controllable. And the really interesting thing is that people may think, okay, if I reduce my ego, will I become apathetic? Because all we know is like the spectrum of ambition on one side and apathy on the other side. But the whole point of like meditative practice is that we're moving like along a dimension that we're not really aware of. And that dimension can include a lot of different things, like service is a big one. Another thing is to understand your dharma or your duty in life, your karma, like what is your karma? It's funny, I went to the University of Texas and I was walking around on the campus. My brother teaches there, so I went to see his lecture, which was phenomenal. And I was just walking around the campus and I got stopped by like 3 people. And they're like, oh, hey, are you Dr. K? And then I kind of sat down and I talked to them. And 2 of them were like, within 90 seconds, they were like, here's my big problem in life. And so as I sort of sit down and then they're kind of surprised, right? Because like they've been watching the YouTube channel for a while and you're just walking down the street and like this wild Dr. K shows up. And so that's something that on one level, if we're not careful, goes to ego. But really when I sit with these people, these random people on the street, I don't even know if I'll remember their name. I'll remember their story for sure, like tomorrow or the next day. But that's like my job. That's my dharma. That's my duty. It sort of demands the best of me. And it's not about me being great. It's about me doing this service to other people.
Mm-hmm.